Do want to take a look at the latest COVID-19 numbers across the state of Texas. Governor Greg Abbott has talked about how important it is to track those numbers as he gets the state open again. That's really important when you're looking at moving from phase 1 to phase 2, is knowing how being open is affecting the numbers. We know that more than 31,000 Texans have tested positive for COVID-19. More than 800 Texans have died from that virus. As we zone into North Texas, here's what the numbers look like. Dallas County, more than 4,000 cases. Denton County, more than 800 cases. Collin County, more than 700. And going west to Tarrant County, more than 2,500 cases in total. Now, yesterday, Dallas County reported its highest number of new cases yet, an additional 234 people now fighting confirmed COVID-19 cases, which is almost 50 more than the previous record the city and the county set on Friday at 187. For some context, though, Dallas County says that case increase could be a result of loosened criteria for drive-through testing, and they are also testing first responders now en masse, so that could be responsible for the numbers. As Judge Clay Jenkins says, he is hopeful we are nearing the peak. Tarrant County, 81 new cases were reported yesterday, but we do want to remind you that recoveries are happening to keep it all in perspective. Certainly something we pay attention to as doors open for many restaurants and stores over the weekend. Phase 1 kicked off on Friday as part of Governor Abbott's plan. As we get to Chris Sadeghi, who is live in Dallas. And again, Chris, kind of a mixed bag for businesses. You want to open, you want to get that revenue flowing, but you also want to be safe and careful. It is a new reality for these companies that are trying to get folks back in the door.
Yes, Mark, and what we're hearing from the ones that did open was that business was good. People were eager coming in through the door. And then we heard from others who said it's really not financially feasible right now to open up, so they remain closed. Then there were even some that tried to open up even though they were not allowed. Restaurants could open up on this first weekend of the reopening at 25% capacity. And for owner Tim Love, who owns 9 Fort Worth spots, including Woodshed Smokehouse and Lonesome Dove, they did so carefully with several new policies, including temperature checking staff and customers and asking that everyone wear a mask. He told us crowds were good over the weekend, people finally able to get out enjoying it, but restaurants like Rapscallion on Lower Greenville decided to stay closed because they said running at 25% capacity, not financially worth it, and they don't want to put their staff or patrons at risk. Then there were scenes like this in Fort Worth that got the owner in some trouble. Lots of people close together, no masks outside the Thirsty Armadillo. The bar owners said they were not violating the 25% rule because their customers were standing outside of the bar, but the issue is they're not classified as a restaurant. They are a bar. Bars were not allowed to reopen in phase 1. The owner, Fred Barnett, got 2 citations telling him to shut down. He said he will, but stressed he needs to be able to do business soon.
It's running out, and people are starting to get a little bit more desperate to get back open. For the bar owners and for small business people, we're losing everything we have.
And another business reopening today, Galleria Dallas will be open for shopping, but with some caveats. Everyone will be required to wear a mask. The food court will be to go only, and there will be plenty of signage inside the Galleria reminding everybody to keep that proper distance. Also, the individual shops inside the mall will have the option of whether or not they want to open. Sonia, back to you.
All right, Chris, we'll see how it goes. The coronavirus means canceled class for a remainder of the school year, and now students are forced to stay at home a lot more, which could give them some idle time. So the Dallas County Sheriff's Office is shifting focus to at-risk youth. Cleo Green is in our newsroom with the Sheriff's Office plan.
Yeah, Sonia, we all know that schools and most, if not all, in-person community mentoring programs have been shut down for nearly 2 months. So the Dallas County Sheriff's Office, they want to make sure at-risk teens are not slipping through the cracks during this pandemic, or any teen for that matter. So during this week, officers will increase their patrols at specific neighborhood hangout spots during virtual school hours and after dark, spots like the park or maybe convenience stores. A North Texas Prevention Program mentor says it's just too easy for teens to turn into criminals when they have idle time on their hands. So she's urging parents and family friends to please go ahead and step up and monitor your child's whereabouts. Local police agree to just keep them on track.
inspect what you expect. If your child is asking to go somewhere, make them FaceTime you when they get there and when they leave. Actually pick up the phone and speak to the parent of the house that they're going to. Pop up on them. Make them know that you're going to be all up in their business this summer. The second thing that I'm asking parents to do, even though it's summer, we're heading into the summer, is that they're going to have to schedule an instruction time. That means where they're making their team do a combination of reading, math, history, science, and they're actually getting up and reporting to you as a parent on what they learned today. This is going to ensure that next year, when it comes down to academics, that they're not behind.
Kristen G's there. She is a county-appointed mentor for teens that are in juvie, and she has plenty of programs that are virtual that you can check in and do some classwork as well to help you out and stay focused. Now, that link is on our website at WFAA.com. And I also want to mention here that the officer that I spoke to yesterday from the Dallas County Sheriff's Office says it's also an important time to just urge teens to wear a mask or a face covering when they're out and about and hanging with friends. Sonia, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Cleo, thank you. Other top stories we're following this morning. Today, the Supreme Court will live stream oral arguments to the public. So for the first time, we're going to be able to experience the 9 justices at work. So think of this as a virtual lesson on an entire branch of U.S. government live in action. It's also the first chance for a sitting American president to tune in live and, hey, potentially respond via Twitter. The Senate is back to work after its Easter recess. Experts say the Senate won't discuss any more relief packages as they wait to see how states reopen. And while senators will convene for the first time since March, the House of Representatives will remain closed. The Washington, D.C. region is still under a stay-at-home order. City of Dallas is making sure you don't get evicted during this crisis. It's launching a relief program to help keep you in your home. Now, you got to have several documents to apply, including proof that COVID-19 has impacted your circumstance through job loss, fewer work hours, higher health care costs. You can get all the details on our website. That's WFAA.com. A Dallas-based hotel group is returning $76 million that it received from the Paycheck Protection Program meant for small businesses. Our partners at the Texas Tribune report the 3 related companies, Ashford Inc., the Ashford Hospitality Trust, and Bramer, would have been the largest recipient from the federal aid package. The group says it's giving the money back because of changes made by the Small Business Administration. And that's your Morning Rush. Tashara.
Okay, if you plan on taking a flight anytime soon, things are going to look a little different as you board the plane. That's because starting today, Delta, United, and JetBlue Airlines, they are requiring face masks when you travel. Southwest and American Airlines, well, they will start requiring those masks May 11th. Well, check out this video, though, from 8 days ago on an American Airlines flight from New York to Charlotte. This video showing a crowded flight went viral, sparking safety concerns. All major U.S. airlines have now blocked some or even all the middle seats, but the new travel health concerns also prompting safety changes on the ground.
Feel safer? Do you feel it may not be necessary?
I think it is what it is, and if it takes just wearing a little mask in order to travel, then so be it.
Now, with air travel down over 93%, airlines parking over 3,000 planes at airports across the country. The global industry set to take a hit of over $300 billion. Sonia?
All right, Tashara, thank you. It is 6:12. New research reveals how a COVID-19 infection may increase your risk for stroke. And there's an easy acronym to learn that could save your life, you guys, or the life of someone you love.